Hope all of your eyes are open. So, we are gonna play Citizen Sleeper today and see how cool it is. It's a game I heard about by someone else, but I wanted to try it instead of listen about it because it sounds like a really cool story, and it's a fun little RPG game, which are always nice and relaxing. A lot of voice acting, probably, but we'll see. New game. Empty. Oh, we have skills? Okay. Machinist repairs and modifies. An operator works with drones and high precision remote machines performing complex tasks from a distance. Sleeper assigned to operator works are usually cerebral and precise people. Extractors work in resource extraction, often on in hard vacuum environments. Sleepers assigned to extractors work are often confined, self-sufficient, and have a high level of endurance. Intuition is down, endurance is down, and here is engage hub. Approach a problem head on. Uh, Sleeper assigned to machinist work are usually diligent, careful, and structured. Okay. Cerebral and precise. I kind of want to do this. I want to do one of these two specifically. They sound really cool. Um, Operating drone sounds cool, and this one sounds like it would be very good at surviving. So that sounds kind of important. Uh, this one though. This one looks cool. I don't know, but I'm gonna go with this one for now. We're an operator, guys. Oh, wait, right. Let me also make sure this is all working. Um... Alright. And... and we're all good. The first thing you become aware of on waking is the disconnect, the delay between thinking and feeling, between wanting to act and acting. Minor, almost imperceptible, but always present. It's at its worst when waking, when your self has spent many days, dark hours, recalling what it felt like to be real, to be a person, to be in a body that was indisputably yours. Think of that body. A leap into a dark lake on a hot day. The sting of blood welling from a flesh wound. The friction of a fingertip. All of a sudden the memories are closer than you thought, blurring as you approach until you can't tell one from the other. The cold slips in behind and around you, and the sensations fade out of reach. Perhaps you should be thankful for the dulled nature of this new body, given your current circumstances. The walls of the container feel immediately present, cold, hard at your back and face, cramping your limbs. Oh, we're really packed in here then. You resist the desire to stretch, knowing that the claustrophobia comes next, and retreat a little from your central nervous system. Oh. It isn't painful, not like you used to know pain, at least. In emergency mode, pain is a message delivered with efficiency and ease, a reminder that harm is imminent. There is no insistent throb, no trembling nerves, just a warning delivered with the banal quality of a digital notification. Right now, there are thousands of them. Remember the others? Or the plan? What's the plan? You almost remember that it wasn't a good plan, but when your options were limited, and once you got the itch to get out, by any means possible, it was either that plan or something much worse. What plan? It was at least simple. Collapse the shaft, drift away in the chaos, slip into cargo processing, seal yourselves into containers, and then just hope the freighters left before you were missed. Wow. Some were lost in the shaft, others never found the meeting point. Only a few made it to the containers, but the freighter, as far as you know, left. That feels like enough to know that you might no longer be on the grim and heartless rock. Even if, in the airless hold of a freighter, you might freeze solid before you reach any destination. Try to rest. But you are restless. It has been a long time since you left, surely weeks, maybe months. You are duly aware of damage to your legs, your right arm. You have been reserving energy as much as possible, but your body has still needed to shut down many of its systems to protect you. You have spent much of that time asleep, knowing that anything else would be impossible to endure. You feel the weight of that impossibility begin to gather. Is this what happens when you don't have endurance? It is time to sleep again, to nudge this false body into inducing delta waves in your emulated mind, and once again recoil into a dream of when you were once a person. Rest. Time passes. The cold creeps ever further in. You feel something. Warmth. Not your warmth, but the indication of its presence. Your joints release from their rigor. Sound, too, everywhere, screeching and shimmering, too loud that your body ducks your hearing to protect its sensors. Then light. White as the cold, softer and softer, until in a haze of dirty yellow, a figure appears. You are up. Oh, we are, free? Okay. Dragos? It's been a few hours since Dragos pulled you from the container. You sit huddled in a corner of his scrapyard, swaddled in a reflective fold of a mylar blanket. You are slowly coming back to consciousness, back to life, and you stare at the ornately curving elements of an improvised heater. Ah, so we're by a heater. You are surrounded by angular, incoherent lumps of ships, some corded beyond recognition, others still carrying glassy wounds along their edges where a plasma arc sliced them apart. As you trace their shapes with fogged eyes, you hear a voice. So, sleeper, you all thawed out yet? Silence. Never seen one of you come in like this. New frames must have better perseverance in a sub-zero vacuum. I've seen more than a few of you frozen solid to hull plates or inside outer locks in my time. They weren't so lucky. Dragos comes in into focus, shrouded in makeshift tech. So I jettisoned myself, and I've been picked up by someone, luckily, because I would have definitely just frozen out there. Was I just killing myself? What? Is that how this starts? That's crazy. I can't believe it took me to, like, right about here to just think about that for a second. But still, wow. I mean, we were hoping someone would pick us up. It's not like we were trying to die. We just wanted out. And death was a preferable alternative. Where the fuck were we? His headset with its glinting eyes, the mark of a drone operator. Oh, he's like us. On his shoulder, one of his symbiotic linked drones perched, its irising eyes locking on you with an unflinching stare. Last living sleeper. It came through this yard was a long time ago. They didn't last long. You struggle to read his expression beneath the tech, but he seems lost in memory for a moment. Or perhaps he just figured out what to do with you. What happened to him? He ignores my question. Damn it. I won't ask what led you to do it. So, to sell yourself to a corporation, and I suppose you know you can't go back. Your old body, that's theirs now, and you are just software. A rogue emulation illegally possessing corporate property. Wow. Wait, has he already read us? You nod along. You remembered biometrically signing the forms. The cold floor on your feet as you patted the sleeper cells. The promise of a life off-world. But as you do, you get the new familiar sensation that these aren't your memories. These are things you know, but not things you feel. You are no longer that person. You are an offshoot, a copy. What you won't know is what's ahead. Oh, so we're like brain-copied androids? Going back up. Your old body is theirs. So you sell your body, you erase your mind, and become copied down onto this, and then I assume other sleepers or something probably take the bodies? Whoever wants to die? Maybe? Or, like, works hard enough? Or both of those things together? Whatever the company is using as incentive? Because company, it sounds like. What you won't know is what's ahead. At least the last one didn't. There's no easy way to put it. That body of yours is falling apart. It's the same for any sleeper who makes it out. SN ARP wants to protect their property, but if they can keep hold of you, well, no one can. If they can't keep hold of you. You remember that too, or at least rumors of it, from the other sleepers. Planned obsolescence, a built-in dependence on the regularly administered supplements that were part of your routine. Stop taking them and your body begins to shut down. Separate from your emulated mind. How long has it been? How long do you have? Yep, people will use a flaw like that as a fucking bonus instead of proceeding to fix the technology or something. Or maybe especially if they already have it fixed, they're just doing it to force that. That's so sucky. But for now, sleeper, you are one of the lucky ones. Dragos glances up and away towards the glassy dome of the yard. The Eye is the best place you could be right now. The Eye? The station you'll see soon enough. Dragos impatiently shifts his look. Look, I've got things to be getting on with. He trails off. There's an old freighter container I've been using as storage out in the stacks. We haven't been pulling in much valuable scrap these days, so you are welcome to it. Something wells up inside of you. Emotion, fatigue. You shakily get to your feet. Thanks. Alright. You head on up there. You look like you need some rest. And with that, Drago stalks back into the Rex, his drone already converging on a rusting hulk, plasma flashing silhouettes, his spindly figure on his as he returns to work. Also, that makes sense why all three of the bodies were the same, because we are fully transformed into robots. Welcome to Erlin's Eye. Life on Erlin's runs in cycles, during which you can talk to characters, explore areas of the station, and perform actions. At the end of each cycle, you need to head to your current home to rest. Resting will move time forward on the station. Head to the empty container location to rest and end the cycle. Okay. I like that it says the D-pad selects things, and it doesn't. I just use the joystick. Ooh. How much ship do we got here? Not a lot so far. It still looks like we're just cut off. Okay. Empty container. Yeah, in the cycle. I'm trapped in here, so just hang out in the storage containers. Ugh, freedom. You wake curled up in the corner of a container and begin slowly assembling the world around you. After all this time, you still find this body, and the one you wake in now strange and disjointed. Its message is readable, but somehow wrong. You sit up, pulling the mylar blanket close against the cold. Here you are on this ruined station, millions of miles from anyone you know. I mean, who knows how many years apart from anyone you know. You go to sleep and then sit out for months in space and then get picked up. Are you still in the system? Did any of the others make it out? It's possible to know. It's impossible to know. After all this, what matters? Escape, getting answers, building a life. Getting answers kind of matters. I kind of do want to know all that shit. Who are the others? So did we escape with a bunch of other people? And how many people? I need to know. It all matters. The past is impossible to escape if it remains a blur. What Aspen Arp did to you cannot be forgotten. You need a way of understanding all this before you can move on. Where are you? What is this place? What happened to the others? The question outnumbers the answers. You want to change that, but you'll have to learn to survive first. Dragos has left a few comforts in the container: the mylar blanket, the bedroll you slept on, a canister of water, a makeshift electric stove, and some faded sashes of some desiccated powder. You thumb the powder stud of the stove and begin to boil the water. The contents of the sachets smell like damp wood, and you sprinkle them into the liquid. Oh, so powder that goes into the water. And as the pungent smell washes over you, images from your restless sleep come back to you. A ring, like the station, but skeletal and ghostly. A web of threads pulling at your skin. A constellation of bright polygonal shapes, like angular suns burning into your mind. There's something unpleasantly visceral about these images, and it's long after you've finished drinking before they begin to fade. You tidy away the stove as best you can and try to gather enough energy to greet the day. So we still drink something, whatever that desecrated powder was. Conditions, action dice, and energy. Your condition represents the current state of your artificial body. At the start of each cycle, you roll an action die. It depletes by one segment each cycle. You can also be damaged by violence, injury, or lack of food. If your condition bar empties, you will suffer a breakdown when you're a robot, but you still eat. I guess you gotta eat something to be self-sufficient. You'll have to figure out how to recover your condition now that you no longer have access to corporate pharmaceuticals that were keeping you alive. How do we fix that? At the start of each cycle, you roll a dice. These dice can be used to perform actions on the station. The number of dice rolled is based on your current condition. The worse your condition, the fewer dice you have. Okay, we want to keep that up. Once you have used the dice, you cannot take any further actions and must rest to recover them, ending the current cycle. So do you roll the dice beforehand and then use them? Is that how that works? You also need to eat to survive. This is represented by your energy bar. You can refill your energy bar by eating, but first you'll have to find somewhere to get food. Your energy depletes by 2 segments each cycle. If it becomes empty, you will be starving when starving conditions... Wait, oh, wait, right, okay. So that's the bottom white bar. And my condition is the top one, flickering, but I'm alive. If it becomes empty, you will be starving. When starving energy becomes condition loss, and your condition will also deplete at a double rate per cycle. Because it's going to do damage per hunger, and I don't have pharmaceuticals. So I'm just going to, by default, take damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We've got 13 days. Fuck. Items. Ooh. Cryo. Cryptocurrency. I really hope we don't go to cryptocurrency. It's just a bad idea. It's literally just being stolen by Korea and hackers. So, it's not reliable, it's incredibly easy to steal en masse, and it makes the worst people rich. Whenever they figure out how to do that, because they've done that already. Dragos is standing in the corridor when you close up the container. He is still wearing his headset, and in the harsh light of the corridor, you realize it has been planted. A drone sits on his shoulder. His headset, yeah, his eyes seem to be replaced. A drone sits on his shoulder, its cache of sensor eyes rapidly irising. How are you feeling? I thought the drone was talking. How are you feeling? I'm okay, kinda. The drone chirps. Good to hear. You notice that beneath the operator's ring? The operator's rig. His skin is marked by burns and blotches. By his arm? Yeah, he's got a bunch of wires and scars on his arm. Or is it... His face isn't messed up. Or is it the drone? Where is he burned? Confused. I know the container isn't much, but it'll keep you safe. He pauses. So, I'm not going to chit-chat too long. You well enough to work? Work? Sure. Nah, I'm gonna ask work. Work? Look, I'll be honest with you, Sleeper. I didn't pull you out of that container out of the goodness of my heart. He looks away. Aw, damn. At the yard, it's simple stuff. We hack these old holes down, sell them off to the shipyards or the bright market dealers of cryo. Occasionally, we pull out some tech, something with a bit more value, but most of that comes in as scrap. It's hard to find good hands here, but I figure as a sleeper, you'll be used to the manual labor, and obviously, I'll slip you a few chits of commission based on what you turn up. Chits? These. He pulls out a handful of small metal bars. Airwall cryo, isolated the market. It's what we use for trade out here. He stuffs them back in a pocket. What? Okay, so I don't know what the currency is. It's been years. No way it hasn't. He shuffles his feet nervously. Look, I wouldn't usually do this. In my opinion, you'd be best suited moving on as quick as you can, and sleepers, well, he trails off. But things being the way that they are for me at the yard, he pauses. I need your help. You saved me. I'm happy to. Okay. He pauses, thinking of something else to add. Look, just come down to the yard when you're feeling fresher. There's plenty to do. Yeah, alright. He nods distractedly and turns and walks away, the drone hopping along ahead of him. See you later. Alright. I like that he paused after he said, okay. Like I was gonna ask more questions. I get it. He needs more hands. As long as he understands that I won't stay here forever. Looks like it's time to get to work. Easiest job search ever. Go to sleep for who knows how long and end up on a space station job. That's essentially how job hunting works, so, I mean... Oh, that's home. Draco's yard. Whew. Passage into the low end. Let's keep with the story for now. To the yard. Oh, shit. Actions are the primary way you interact with the world of Citizen Sleeper. To perform an action, select it and press X, and then choose an action dice to align it. Ooh, 50-50. 50-50 for 5, 25-50 neutral, and 25 negative for... Okay. Oh, it's because 50-50 good or neutral. And that it's neutral, positive, or negative. And then 1 and 2 suck. So, like, you're good luck getting that neutral there. Maybe there's things you want to fail, though? Choose an action dice to assign. Okay. Actions reward you with clock progress, energy condition, or items, depending on the outcome. There are 3 types of outcomes. Positive? Yes. That's cool. Manual salvage and hull dissection. Okay, the type, the risk, they're safe, risky, or dangerous. Okay, so they have a risk thing on them. It says it. That's not really necessary. 0? What's this? Engineer? Endure? It tells you the stats that you have to use for these. Okay. This doesn't tell you that? Kidding me? Either critical or repeatable. Critical actions can only be performed once. Oh. Okay, and critical is where? Repeatable, it's at the top. Okay. These are repeatable actions because they're jobs. Oh, I actually use the D-pad for this. Okay. Doesn't make sense. Back in business, debt called in, psycholock. Okay, manual salvage, I'm worse at. Hull dissection. Even the rustiest hull can hide valuable components and material. Extracting them means cutting carefully and skillfully. I can do that. Maybe. How high of a... Let's go... Oh, I've got 2 negatives. That's not good. Let's go 75%. Push it. Back in business. Yes! Actions often progress clocked. Clocks are displayed below the action that filled them. They track your progress and how they affect the world. Filling a clock means something good or bad is about to happen. Some clocks, such as the ones tracking Draco's death, are cycle clocks. These clocks tick themselves once each cycle and can complete without player input. Any active cycle clocks will be displayed on the icon for that location. Wait, I have a debt to him? That's not good. This is risky now, and this is safe. I could just do a one of these normal ones. Survive. Find a doctor. Tutorial: drive and navigation. In Citizen Sleeper, you unlock drives as you discover more about yourself and the world. Drives guide you in pursuit specific objectives, depending on which path you wish to take. You track drives and any tracked drive will place a yellow marker on locations that will help you pursue your goals. Access your drive menu with L1. Okay. Drives and navigation. You are now free to explore Erland's Eye and make life for yourself. Try tracking a drive to help you survive. So I need a drive to find a doctor. Or something else. Anything. Look for food and keep your energy up in a way to recover condition. Fill clocks to progress story and find new opportunities. Remember to insight goal at your home when you're out of dice. Okay. So I should expend all of my dice. And then okay, there we go. Risk it. Yeah, I know it's probably not gonna work, but 50-50. It's safe, so it won't hurt me. I got some money from it. That's good. Negative outcome, but I still got money. Let's exit this and check if there's anything else that I should have to do. Because I am not skilled for Drago's Yard. Do you have something else I can do? A wet duck? What was that? Helion's Crossing. Merchants willing to run the gauntlet of the Helion system are rare, but those that do always return eventually. Okay. I wonder what that's gonna be. L1. Repay Dragos. Dragos pulled you out of salvage and set you up. Perhaps you can repay his kindness in time. Okay, yeah, that's what I was trying to do. That's how I wanted to. That's what I was thinking too. You need to access Corporation Pharmaceuticals, otherwise this escape attempt will come to a rapid end. Tracking. Oh wait, was I already tracking it? Yes, I think I was. Okay, Rotunda operator character. Oh, we are not doing well. -1 to some stuff? Transfer encrypted. Wait, wasn't that my good skill? Oh no. Chance to gain cryo on interface actions. Okay, I need to find interface stuff. Oh, don't deselect it. What is this? Intuition, dog. Okay, wonder what the dog does. The bright mark. Ooh, market. Let's check this out. What's here? I can't go up all the way over there yet, so I can see it. Draco's Yard, the shipyard. Do any of these have a +1 at all? No, that's -1. Risky and dangerous. Come on. Risky. Okay, it's all +0, so a risky might be fine. But if I just stay at Drago's shipyard, at least it's safe, even though it's a -1. And I could push the success. Oh, it minuses the number? No, that's crazy. I can't. Okay, so everything that I can do is risky. Lovely. Manual salvage. It's going to take some time to sort and cut your way through the towers of salvage, but you are no stranger to home. Let's just go for a whole dissection. Put the 5 on it. That way we have a higher bonus, and then do it again. Back in business. It's a little risky. 50-50. There's a positivity. I hate ones. What can I say? Start the action. Oh, we're good. Alright. To home. Oh, wait, is there a place to buy food? I need food. Do I have food? All cycles need to end. The dock? No, I want data. Okay, I guess there's just no data, so it's not going to it. I wonder what these docks are. Several cycles to reach the starboard belt in return, loaded with scrap from... Oh! So 7 days for that dock to dock a ship, and this one, a gauntlet, and so these people just go out and salvage, like, scrapyards. That's looking for a broken down ship. That's cool. Can I buy anything here? Bright Market is a business. Okay, oh well. Sleepy time. Yeah, just in the cycle. See, because someone saved me and I'm choosing to work for them, instead of them buying me, my mind, and my body, and just forfeiting me off to the worst labor possible out in space, probably. Like, of course I don't like the corporation. This time, you don't wake up. Instead, the ghost of the station, the shifting skeletal rings surround you. For a moment, you are gone, absent from your own body, stretched out across a colorless void, and the connections begin to establish themselves, threading, tugging on the edges of your mind. And by connecting with the ship, these threads become vectors of exchange, and then extensions as you feel your thoughts slipping away down them, dissolving into millions of distributed nodes. They connect to you. You see the station. You feel the station. Like a web of texture in a smooth black liquid. Touch, observe it. We are watching it. Even though you have no eyes, no sight, you see/feel the map of the station. No, not the map of the station, but the map of its connections. It is a looped cloud with spokes and spires that jut out into places. It is an ingrown thing full of obsolete loops and severed pathways that is a system, a map, and a territory all at once. You notice a tugging feeling pulling insistently as if it were a small child somehow. It is pulling in 2 directions at once. You look down, all of a sudden everything shuts off. You come back trembling to this unfamiliar body, both yours and not yours, all at the same time. You find yourself standing in the container, eyes now open to the dark steel walls. You feel change within you, a shift. We've connected? You close your eyes for a second, and you feel it is waiting here. The station is laid out across your mind. A storm of connected nodes waiting to be explored, then it's gone. Oh, I'm starving. Okay, I've got 2 good dice this time, and a single bad dice. Decaying? What happened? Oh. A single tick to his death. I see. Okay, I need to go to the market. I feel. And even though this is risky, as long as I spend my best, there's no way it'll fail. Start this action. Okay, good. Local knowledge. I can do the other one, or I can just wait. And I can. Ooh, what's that? Next, comes the call from the enforcer at the door. Yes! You shuffle down the flickering hallway towards the opening apartment door. You keep your head down, your shoulders high in the queue, trying not to bring attention to yourself. I need food. You were thankful for the tip-off that a doctor was operating out of this place, but now that you are here, you aren't so sure. The gang enforcer on the door now that you are here, you aren't so sure. The gang enforcer at the door, the flickering light strip that the gang have blocked. They have all made the long queues a test of your nerve, but your options are few, and without a supply of stabilizers, this body, your body, will decay. You suppress a shiver and you shuffle forward to the front of the queue. You try to find something to distract yourself. Look inside. Yeah. You lean against the door frame and look into the apartment. The entryway is dark, punctuated by the green indicator of stacks of sealed containers. You lean in and see the amber light flickering through a far doorway screened with plastic sheeting beyond which blurred shapes move. The slap of the enforcer's palm against the doorway jerks you awake. Wait your turn, he growls. After a few moments, a figure pushes through the doorway and you catch a distant voice. Send the next one in, Toshiro. I should have muffled that. The enforcer jerks his head and you slip inside, passing through the dark entryway and pushing through the plastic sheeting of the far door. The room beyond is bathed in warm light. A floor and to-ceiling transparent panel gives a full view of the bright market-sealed roof and the buzzing traffic above, and for a moment you are transfixed by the motion. That's cool. I wish this had a glass ceiling on it to represent that, or maybe it's just some cool sci-fi camera stuff. Come! Oh, right. The doctor. Come, sit! Calls a sharp voice, and you see a silhouetted figure turned away. Replacing the plastic sheeting over the frame of a simple folded bed, you make your way across the room. Cool design. She's got a whole plastic disposable poncho and fingerless bodysuit. I'm surprised she doesn't have gloves, like, fully, because she's a doctor. And she seems like she's wearing all of that to stay clean. Also, she's putting plastic down. You make your way across the room. But it looks cooler, so I'm not going to complain. Really cool design. The figure turns, and as they do, you see an expression of confusion flash across their features. They open their mouths as if to speak. They blink, then quickly regain their composure. I know, I'm not cute. Please, sit. They gesture to the bed, then turn to an open case of tools on the table. You sit. Sabine turns a compact diagnostic scanner of some kind in their hand. I did lose a damage. You stare ahead, still dazed from their expression when they first entered. Fear, recognition, sadness, unmistakable unmistakably etched into their face. Continue. How long have you been on the station? They ask, the scanner still on their eye. Maybe I should just do safe ones on the 1 dice. Not long. They lower the scanner and meet your eye. You can talk. They glance towards the doorway. You know the conditions aren't ideal, but I need you to be honest with me. They make some adjustments to the scanner, or you can leave. They set the diagnostic scanner on the table. I'm going to start by assuring you don't know anything. Assuming you don't know anything. They take your arm and roll up your sleeve, inspecting your synthetic skin. Your body is dying. They say it without ceremony, without drama, but not without empathy. SNARP doesn't like to see its proprietary technology let loose to prevent bodies like yours, frames as they call them, from being stolen, repurposed, or in your case, escaping. They built in a process of so-called planned obsolescence. There's another game, Oddsworld, that's similar to that, if I remember. That sounds pretty much like how they are. Slave species. Species that are, or, in this case, machines. You're turned into a, quotation marks, machine. Even though everyone clearly treats you like a person. Frames decay rapidly when not regularly injected with stabilizers. One which Espen Arc remains the sole producer of. They look up. Sound familiar? Yes. Good. That may help. They swap to the other arm, running some thin metal device on your skin. And it's cool that I know that because they give enough information in this game. You feel that your forearm trembles. Okay, good. I should be able to find food too, I think. Sabine says, as you are unsure if they mean for the cold touch of metal or everything else. Emulations like you, sleepers, as most people know you, aren't classified as people in any of the surrogated systems. You have no rights, no status. They focus hard on the inspection of your arm. And Aspen ARP has no reason to release stabilizers into the market. Sabine looks up as if to apologize again, but they stop themselves. I know little of this is of use to you. They turn away. Ugh, disassembling the metal instrument and cleaning it. Well, food would help. You got some food? I'll take a lollipop. And then the silence gives way to tension. You stare at their back, willing them to say something, anything. Just laser eyes on their back. Say something. Sabine turns to face you. I may be able to help. Yes! They sigh. And you see the darkness under their eyes, hear the fatigue in their voice. They gesture to the door. You saw Toshira outside. You nod. He works for my benefactor, Yatagan? They are influential in the low end. They give me this space to work, run the door, and take the profits. At the same time, I have to fix up their enforcers, tend to the implants, sew up their wounds. They look away. Oh, you're being held hostage by a gang. because you're a local doctor. Or you're using them to be a doctor because they own the building. But Yatagan has connections, smugglers from the Stalwart Belt, mercenaries working for the corporations on Ember. If they can source the stabilizers, maybe you'll have a better chance. I hope I don't get tracked that way. Sabine sets down their slate, their notes complete. This is dangerous. It'll be expensive, but I think we can do it. Why help me? Sabine walks away to the window, their face dappled by the shadow of passing drones. Let's just see if this works first. I'll let you know when I have a lead. In theory, if I get really dangerously low, if I find someone who I can at least trust, I could just go to sleep and be a sleeper again until I get a stabilizer. And then they can just wake me up, injecting me with a stabilizer. Let's just see if this works first. I'll let you know if they have a lead. You nod and leave, Sabine still staring out, unmoving. When you reach the lower level of the market, you look back up through the panels of the roof to see if you can see their face, but the room looks dark against the light of the market. You duck your head, click off into the crowd. Can I not? Oh, I can. Ah. Food though. Imphis is a bit. This guy. Whoa. You got a lot of meat there, buddy. Nice walk. He's got like everything on him, and he's in his restaurant. Or is he just a traveling street food vendor? Imphis is busy. His broad face lit by the makeshift gas burner in front of him. With precise, delicate movements, a gas burner, he lays thick chunks of marinated fungus into a dented wok. That's okay here on a space station? I don't know. His other hand idly tossing a metal bowl of sliced vegetables and some red-flecked dressing. It smells incredible. I just figure, like, they're probably... No, it would mean that they'd have to have unpurified oxygen in there. That way, oxygen wouldn't ignite. That's what I'm thinking, at least. If they did so. And then I wonder how the gas works in space. Or would you just need to, like, increase the pressure of the gas and burn it immediately and have a better shut-off system so that it doesn't, like, leak? Which would be way more dangerous than an enclosed space station, I feel. You watch as he fulfills a set of orders, heaping the fungus with his bright salad and depositing it on in a plastic tray. A stack of chits rattle in his apron pockets as customers pass the burner, handing over payment. I wish I had something to jingle when I said rattling. Approach. Food. You join the queue. It's mostly made up of off-duty salvagers. Vac suits unzipped and rolled down to expose stained vests, grubby mods, a lattice of scars and tattoos. They discuss the best foods on the eye, the best drinks, comparing notes on bright markets, drives. Their words cut through with heavy spacer slang. Eventually, it's your own, and you shuffle. It's your turn, and you shuffle to the front. Emphis speaks in a deep, even tone, without looking up. First try is free. Oh wait. Deep, even tone. First try is free. Thank you. Oh, I need it so much. The smell is almost unbearably strong as he cooks. The earthiness of the fungus laced with something so spicy the smoke makes your eyes water. The heat from the burner is like a bonfire and your skin hardens in its glare. Ooh, that's a cool feature. I know you, you sleepers, Infus said. I know you, you sleepers, Infus says while he cooks, his voice deep but clear. A hard life, a lot of stories. He glances up from beneath his cap with a piercing eyes. I know. Tell him a story. You begin to tell him about your journey to the eye, and he nods as he cooks, his eyes never leaving his work. You tell him of the confusion, the pain, but also the sense of possibility and its sudden arrival. You tell him of the cold and dark of the container, and the endless cycles spent within it. Now it seems you tell him like some dream that you once had but can never forget. You can tell him that the eye excites you and it scares you, and you are unsure where to walk, where to look, what to do. Eventually, you tail off, running off words. You place a plastic tray of steaming. You place a plastic tray of steaming fungus in your hand. So I'm all like, this place is super cool and all. But I don't know anything here. I don't know the currency's changed. I thought we were still doing cryptocurrency. I don't know how long it's been or if anyone I knew is still alive. I need to I'm worried if I'll be able to get enough money for the medicine. They said it's going to be expensive, and I have to buy food too. I have to buy food every day. That's going to eat into that. Place the plastic tray of steaming fungus. He slams a heavy hand against a button on the burner side, and it shuts off. The roar of the flame and its impressive heat fades. Next time, then, sleeper. Next time we can talk some more. He smiles. But next time, you pay. I like him. He reminds me of Boris from, Durara. Great anime. But they say he has a deep, even tone, so I'm giving my best deep and tone whilst trying to keep it an even and not, like, grovelly texture. He waves you away and begins to oil the walk. Before you turn back to the alley, you notice the geometric patterns of circular scars across his forearms, each surrounded with constellations of glinting pin marks. Yeah, he's got circles and squares and triangles and lines on him. They're kind of cool. He's got also little cross scars, which I imagine are just from cooking. The rest of those look like tattoos. Cool tattoos, too. You walk away, and as you do, you take a bite of the rich, spicy, delicately sweet fungus. Your taste sensors will light up like a fusion reactor, and you'll be back. Fungus. The fungus. Pay low-end toll. After some spacers caused some trouble in the low end, Yatanaga have imposed a toll for entry. No one gets in without paying. So I can't go up further yet. I'm locked off by a $60 payment. 15 cents. That's not bad. I'll go another day and then I'll come back and eat. Or should I just fill up? Because I need dice. I need dice. Nice. +2 to energy, +1 fungus PM. Okay. Okay, so I slide around here and then I navigate along these things with my D-pad. Okay, now it makes more sense. Oh, these are ticking. That's at 2, that's at 1. What's the rotunda got for me? Heavenger watch list. And Heavenger security has to have plans. Stealing them won't be the fastest way to get to know this place and the most dangerous. Exploring the rotunda. Run the rotunda. Getting to the rotunda doesn't just mean new places to visit, it means keeping your eye on a new arrivals. I'm gonna have to do this one. And then I'm gonna go do some more work. Risk it. Dock washer. Ooh, nice. Getting to know the rotunda doesn't just mean new places to visit, it means keeping your eye on new arrivals. I wonder who's arrived. Ooh, a bar. Nice. Rations. Tally keeps some expired Solheim rations behind the bar for some weary spacers who ask the Overlook doesn't serve food. Huh. You're unsure if your frame can metabolize alcohol, but this fungal drink fermentized along the greenway seems like a good test. Oh my. Overlook regular. The Overlook... I can't waste my points on this right now. Because I need money. I do have a debt to repay. Go to Draco's. Okay. It's like... it can't go below 1. Start the action. Oh well. It doesn't hurt me, it's completely safe, so I at least get paid, even if I can't do very well. Alright, now we can rest. So worth it. We're full. Oh yeah. Again, the skeletal ring of the station fills your mind. It's sparking with glittering light like stars reflected in the winter lake. It is clearer, crisper than before. The threads still hold, but you remain in place, flickering in the flow. Between the threads you see bright shapes, caches of shimmering light beneath transparent crystal forms. You follow the path of a thread across the rings, through these forms, then leap off into the void. This is why I tried to observe it. I wanted to see it. I want to grasp it more. If I feel it, I feel like it'll be more sensory descriptions. Or maybe I'm wrong, and it's probably just the same. You begin to understand these are nodes and connections, a map of information, of communication. There are so many layers, so many loops, that it seems almost impossible to parse, but you begin to try. Nodes that are close to me, that would be good. Nodes are glassy bright, but in all this flow, the only solid and fixed points you approach a pyramid or a triangle. Dimensions are difficult here, and lean close to it. Inside, shifting layers conceal a tangle of threads, a meeting point of exchange. But before you can glimpse any further, the glass clouds and hardwoods cutting you off. Continue. Passages of puzzle boxes, one leads to another. There is so much here, so many answers, so many questions. All you need to do is follow the path and open the boxes. You look out across this ghost landscape of exchange and see an opportunity. But then that instant's tugged away, pulling at you. You look down again and see two lines, two threads pulling in different directions as if they were tied around you. The first thread leads out, away from the station, into the inky black. Someone out there is tracking you. Oh shit. Hunting you, following the thread to you. I need to get out of this body, or get the tracker out. They are in a ship, and the ship is approaching even closer with each cycle. The second thread leads in, pulling deep into the station. Your gaze follows in. This time, you see something, a sphere shimmering above a strange angular body. A pulse shoots out from it, passing over you into a torch beam, testing you, tasting you. So something's dangerous is on the station, at least for me, and something is hunting us, and we need to get rid of this tracker. You open your eyes, time's short. Get to know Emphas. I do want to know Emphas. Ooh, I've got 3 successes. Ah, how do I get those other 2 dice? I have 200% successes. I'm good. Hunted? Someone out there is tracking you, following your trail. It won't be long before they arrive. Okay, do I have to plan for their arrival and just do it like a boss fight? Are we crazy? Just get rid of the tracker and send it out on an escape shuttle. Tutorial: the cloud. Something has changed inside of you. You can now access the data cloud of the eye, a network of decaying protocols and data caches. While there, you can use dice and items to access systems and extract data. At least it's not been too far, because the company's still around. That's not good. But probably been a couple months or a couple years, you know, since I've at least been out in the outside world. Couple months probably that I was out in space. But careful, these networks are old and strange. Press triangle to toggle the view on and off. Yeah, we're getting techie. Havenger Gate H4. Yeah, what's that? Slot Havenger's cipher. Ooh. Input 1 Havenger cipher. I don't have one of those, do I? I want to see what these things are. They're cool. Keynotes. Tutorial data actions. Data actions allow you to extract data from the network of the eye. They work like dice actions, but in order to unlock them, you must watch your dice to match your dice to the one displayed in the right of the action. Oh, so this can be useful for your trash die, if it's on trash die, or be terrible because it just burns a good dice. Either way, and this is an interface thing. This is something I can do. If you have a +1 or a +2 modifier in this interface skill, you will be given more possible dice to match. You can use any dice that matches the dice displayed. Once unlocked, the data can be extracted. Cache tucked away. Cool, this is my domain. I don't have 2 though. This is the lowest one I have, see? So I need a 2. I'll go, or a 3, and I'll get that leader. This keynote. This one needs a 1. See? Oh, I've had so many 1s. I wish I had this sooner. The Havenger member is broadcasting to the open network from here, leaving them open to data extraction. Ooh, we can extract from them, probably. Slot Holmier cipher. I don't have one of those. A 2 or a 3. This node is orbited by the remains of a corporate countermeasure broken long ago. Ooh, that might be useful.
Havenger remembers broadcasting on the open network from here. They begin. Havenger is in the main interest. This note pulses faintly in his time to cry out at a glance. Glacial pace, but I want everything. Abandoned by the hackers that we purposed it. Some gang enforcers in plans are chirping out common signals. Comm signals. Time to see what they are talking about. I hope I can get that medication. Let's say comm signals. So we want all these keynotes. But I don't got what I need for that right now. So toggle off. To here. Overlook regular. The overlook isn't exactly. It's just money, right? So that should be something I can be able to do. But I should do more jobs. Be risky. Toggle that off. Havenger security has to have plans. Stealing them would be the fastest way to get to know this place. I got some 6s, so bobbity bang, and let's see what happens. Talk washer. What did I find out? Sealed dock. Encrypted key. These old maglocks look like they each need an encrypted key to open. Why the heavy security for a decaying dock? Ooh, also, I need money, so this is the best one, and then we do 100% and do it. Get 2 plus 15 cryos. Well, I have another day, so I don't necessarily need that. But, what's that? Ankita, hey! You wanna earn a chit? Yes. Ankita stands beside a huge pile of tied together hull plates. That sounds dangerous. She stretches out her back, her shoulders bulging beneath her flight suit. Damn. You buff. Make it 2. This goddamn station. I don't know what she sounds like. She sighs and pinches the bridge of her nose. Alright, come here then. You cross the docking concourse as she begins to split the plating with 2 bundles. What is it? What is it with this place? She asks as she angrily lashes the massive plates together. Anyone wants their cut? She straightens up to an imposing height, her armor plates creaking, and looks you up and down. Oh, is she like a security guard here? She has a helmet. She has a knife too, and if she's cybernetically enhanced, she might not even need anything other than that. She might have shields and stuff. And most people in the station probably don't have a gun because it's too dangerous. Or is it just that you all think I'm an easy mark? We all need to survive. I get it. I do. She shakes her head. But if I could go just one cycle without some jumped up grifter trying to take me for an idiot, then that would be nice. Ankita hoists to 1 bundle of plating onto her shoulder. Come on then. Enough chat. You gotta earn those chits. You struggle to shoulder the plates, but you do eventually. Ankita gives you a look. Ship's that way, and she sets off doing a gantry at impressive speed, and you catch up to her. As you catch up to her, she turns down a passage, pushing through a small crowd of stevedores. Why are you doing this yourself? You mean, why aren't I hiring these good folk? She nods back to the stevedores. I've paid Havengers enough. They are currently rising from a mooring. I can't vacate unless I either fix the ambergris or sell it off as scrap. Ambergris is that your ship? What's wrong with it? Those both sound like the same question, a question that you just say all together. Ambergris? Is that your ship? What's wrong with it? Yeah, what's wrong with it? Maybe I can fix it. She looks at you pointedly. Her? She rapidly turns another corner as you trail behind her. She got cut up pretty bad on our last job, and I had to moor her up for a spell, but since then, oh, that's why it's been there since yesterday. We're just seeing her here today, and that it's making sense now why it's there. The dock. Okay. It's just drifting out at the dock in order to not drift out into space, but also not take up space inside of the ship. But since then, it's only gotten worse. Someone got in and sliced the core from our ship mind. So now she's gone dark. She shifts the panel on her shoulder. Dang, that sounds bad. What's your ship mind? The upshot is that I'm short one ship mind with a ton of repairs to do, and the rest of the crew signed off the moment they got wind I'd be stranded. So yeah, it's been a time. Sorry to hear. Nah, anything I can do to help? I don't know. Got a ship mind tucked away in that frame of yours? For a moment, you aren't sure if she is serious. Ankita swings the plate from her back, almost knocking you over in the process. This is me. She hauls the second bundle off your shoulder. I could be your ship mind. If it's just a program you lost. And then we could ditch my tracker program and all of the body and tracker. That's a crazy idea. The plates from her back, almost knocking you over in the process. You're the first person I've met here who might actually be considered helpful. She pauses, chewing her bottom lip. Look, you want to help? Come see me. I need a hand putting Amber back together, and you don't seem like the type to try anything stupid. Yeah, I'll help you with it. I'm also not strong enough to do that. You'd destroy me. She passes the bundle of plates through the ambergris outer lock and then turns back. Just don't go spreading all this around. And Kita throws you a couple of chits. How much is it? She gives you a parting nod and ducks through the doorway. Alright. Get out of here, she calls back, and the lock slams shut. +1 drive. Ooh. Fix the ambergris. I kind of want to do that. Cutter is out of commission. Help her get it running again. I mean, I also want to get to know Infus. Repair the ship's hull. Can I do that? Is that an interface thing, or is it an engineering thing? It might be an engineering thing. But that's at least not bad. Okay. Interface? Yes! Ankita has a couple of glitched repair drones in storage. If you can rewire them, they can repair the ambergris for you. Yes! I found my calling. Start action. Ship cycle. Okay. Ambergris doesn't look good, but time and attention should see it return to functional state. Yes! Wait, did I mess that up? Well, either way, I'm out of dice. And all I have is money. And if I'm not planning on surviving, I can spend that money. I'm gonna get hunted down. I need an escape or a way to find the tracker. Bright market. I need more information. That's for directions. Yeah, I wish I could buy directions. Maybe I should fill up on food. 62. I think the drinks will be cheaper to get information. Get a drink. You're unsure if your friend can metabolize it. If the fungal drink ferments alcohol, the green way seems like a good test to start. Nice. +1, plus overlook regular, and... Ooh, so it's +1 energy. Ooh, nice. And I've become more of a regular, and I wonder what that does. Buy 2 drinks! Alright, what did we learn? Nothing about that stuff yet. That's why I kind of want to do the market, but next day. The wet duck. 2 more cycles. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, what's this? The shipyard. Ooh, okay. Engineering. Okay. Food. I am fed. We can sleep. I had that fungus. I have pushed my reputation. My 3... Oh, these 3s and 2s are all useful. Someone out there is tracking you. Follow that trail. It won't be long before they arrive. What trail? As you close up, a voice echoes down the corridor towards you. How long have you been here? Okay, it's been like an hour and a half. Sleeper, wait up! What? Fang? Fang is coming up the corridor towards you. You, a wonky grin on his broad face. Hey, glad I caught you. Yeah, he looks like a nice guy. Do I know you? I just walk away. He grins. You do now. He puts a hand on your arm. I've seen you hanging around. Just want to chat. Okay. Cool? You staying in that thing? He nods back to the container, shaking his head. Ooh, rough it can be hard to get a star on the eye. He looks away down the passage. What was it old Erlin said? The eye opens for us all? Nice idea, but, well, not always very practical. He glances back at you, and we do our best, but it isn't easy. He passes through into a main walkway. Haven't? All the Havengers? Havenge all of the place, the whole ship. We're all like the people in the location, this area section. We are all one dysfunctional family. Fang puts up an arm around you. I'm not part of this security breach, though. Don't worry. I'm in the system. Haven't? The system? That's more interesting. I kind of know Havenge a little bit. I've been walking around. Everything the eye runs on. He runs a hand along the passage wall. This place is a ruin, but systems keep it spinning somehow. At least we try to. Okay. He stops you in the quiet passage. Look, that's not what I'm here to discuss. I saw you around, and well, I know a little about you sleepers. I have a little proposition for you. He glances around. But this is not the place for it. Oh. I have an office just across the way. Give me a cycle or two to prepare. Then, when you're settled up, stop by. He lowers his voice and gives you a dark look. In truth, I need you. If what they say is true about you sleepers, well, there's work to be done. He pats you on the back, his voice bright and his dark look suddenly gone. Stay clean, sleeper. He walks off down the passage, raising a hand in farewell. I mean, help me in the next 11 days. I need money, like a lot of it. Apparently, probably. Let's check the shipyard. The only way to get to know the shipyard is to work there. No tourists here. So, engineering or endurance, risky or dangerous. Risky is better, but also, toggle the keynotes. I think I can get that, right? With a 2. Bypass. Unlocked. Extract data. Hacking. with my worst rolls. Encrypted data. Yes! I got an encrypted data key. Okay, so that's how I get these. Sick! Havenger agent. Havenger member is broadcasting on this open network from here, leaving them open to data extraction. Well, I can figure out more about them this way. But first, there was something here, right? Corporate countermeasures, yes. Get that 3. Bypass. Extract data. I wish I had like some cool hacker music over this. But that's for after the fact. Nice, I've got 2 extracted data pieces. As you drift back from the nodes, something latches onto you. Shit. A thread strung tight around you. It tethers you in place. A taste. A voice makes you shiver. Its source somehow both distant and close behind your ears. You see a distant glint of light shut off, and then suddenly a shape as at your side, it stalks around you, circling like a shark or a wolf. Into the unknown. Astringent processing. Oh, robot. Stay still. Hunter. Please. It looks cool. Tentacle dog. The thread around you thickens. That's not good. Until it is a circle. It is in a ring, a cylinder. A tunnel of light cycled around you. Ooh, that sounds kind of cool. Like eventually. But it also sounds off-brand anime-y. It is blinding for a moment, and then it is gone. As it fades, you see a figure, a creature. In front of you, its strange head flickers between different angles, reading you. What are you? The shape paces around you on lithe pegs. And though there is no ground here to place on. Entity identified. Origin. Serial cadence. The figure faces you expectantly. Sleeper Aspen. Sleeper Aspen, I don't understand. I mean, I am a sleeper from Aspen. I don't understand. I'm just saying that. Sentience questionable. The figure's strange head rotates. Miraculous signature of and not of attempting interface, and as the figure speaks more, threads begin to spiral from its head, thick snaking vine-like ribbons that flex and wave. They approach with intent. Stop! The figure halts its threads, its head twitching. Entity. Your identity is unknown. We only seek to correct illegalities. Can we confirm your legal right to sentience? I am a person. Incorrect. You are an entity. All at once, the hunter's head is directly in front of yours, blocking your vision. Whoa. It just, like, teleported in front of me. You stink of their taste. The ones from the sealed dock. Oh. Hunter shivers with fury. I will find access. I will interface. The sealed dock? An entity hides in the rotunda. You are its puppet. Hunter extends a razor-edged thread. Damn, he's on a hunt. I will not be diverted from my task. It glows with murderous intent. Jeez. Strike! Scar! You lash out with your force. Not a physical strike, but a focusing one. The force. A spike of interface leaping out like the tip of a spear. Magic bolt! Hunter stumbles, shifting, separates. Wake up. You open your eyes, blinking back into the station lights, shaking as you almost got caught. Alright. Worth it! Okay, Havenger Gate. I need a Havenger cipher for that. So I need to get into Havenger. We have keynotes. Still online? We needed an encrypted cipher. I could do the Havenger agent. I got just the dice for this. A whole day of hacking. Extract all of the data from this place. While I still can. Okay, this gate or this gate? Solheim's closer to the cooler stuff that I care about. So this gate's concealed the network of systems which has been untouched since Solheim's collapse. Oh, that needs a different cipher. Okay, never mind. This is specifically for this for now, and it's probably gonna be used for something else later. I have one. What do you mean? A cache of raw data from Havenger hardware. Oh, maybe I have to turn it into a cipher. Oh, maybe. Toggle off. How's the repair going? Is it just, is it just going now? There aren't any more drones to rewire, which gives the risk. Given the risk, it's probably a good thing. So much to do, and I don't have enough dice. I wish I did. That's why I'm mostly relying on information and gathering as much of that as I can, which means that Big spins are used for big good things, and small spins are used on hacking days and stuff like this to get the things that I need. I hate that I'm being hunted. I'm glad that it's a couple of days. Oh, I hope that will speed up. That would suck. Okay, we're good. Okay. Get out of here. Need more information. Ooh, what's that? Fang. Systems engineer. Sleeper. Fang catches your attention as you approach the Heavenger building, leaning against a bay door to the side of the entrance. Yeah, what's up? Easier to come in this way. Security, all that. He gives you a look. You know? He slams a button and the bar keys crack open. You follow Feng inside. Truth be told, I don't spend much time upstairs with it. This is where I work. The door hisses as it closes behind you. The bay is filled with pieces of hardware, all rigged up in the generators and diagnostic slates, things you don't recognize that glow with blue screen light. There is a chorus of hums that bend with a slight wave of static filling the dark corners of the room, like type stuff. It's all sorts of sparking engineering work, probably because this stuff's so powerful. Because computers, to become more efficient, do use more power. And if you can afford that power and get it consistently, it's fine. And if the hardware is good enough to not melt under like 1,000 watts of electricity running through it. But efficiency to performance matters more most of the time. Also, I have a 1 to use on hacking. And that 4 should be good to use. Fang leans on a server stack and gestures around you. You like it? You like it? It's a mess. Hey, this whole station is a mess. I don't know what the other one was I clicked. This whole station... Wait. Oh, it double-clicked it? That's funny. He taps a nearby server rack, which bleeps in response. This is my treasure trove, all dredged up from this sea of systems we call the Eye. You wouldn't believe what this place runs on. He steps over to a towering block speckled with vents. Some of these systems are from the original station, the AE1, and now, and the one Solheim built? Oh, so you might have Solheim information. We've had to invent new components, repair things we never built, reverse engineer entire subsystems into existence. Jeez, that sucks. It's like, if a company goes under, that's what you have to do, because you can't buy it from them anymore. Residences here look up at the Eye and think they are seeing a concrete reality. But this place is a system in constant flux, decaying and growing, collapsing into new configurations. Because it is a city. Yeah, and it has buildings and stuff. I wonder how they expand buildings. He walks down between the hardware stacks and you follow. We are keeping this place alive, but also remaking it into something new. Dragging it away from those corporate origins. He stops. At least, that's what I'm trying to do. He turns back to face you among the flickering machines, humming all around you. I know you can see this too, Sleeper. All these systems and sections. You can, can't you? I don't really want to lie. I can see it. It makes sense, right? You're between here and there, between the people and their systems. You light this place up with a beacon. That's what I need. You glance at the hot lights around you, and as you do, they seem to flicker, to realign to follow your gaze. Feng notices it too. I'm guessing you Being a beacon isn't always ideal when you're in the running, though. They are tracking me. I need that to be known. Maybe I can help with that. Yes! Oh, Feng, my man, dap me up. There's a lot of old growth in this place. Subsystems I can't see. Access protocols lost to time and decay. Secrets, a shitload of secrets. Yeah, I just got attacked by a hunter program. With your help, I can unlock this place. Break off those lost ghost limbs and corporate control. He lowers his voice below the hum. Even in Havinger, there is old growth. Those whose roots trace back into those old days. You help me dredge up the past. I'll see what I can do about the tracker, yes. Alright. What do you say, Sleeper? I'll think about it. He looks away. Okay. You think about it. Fang passes you a ragged-looking metal tab. A gift. He smiles. It's a Solheim cipher. Yes! Fang! Thank you! I dug it up from the depths of the station. Slot that into an old network gate and you'll be able to pull out all kinds of secrets from the nodes inside. Yeah, I will. He walks you back to the front of the bay. So, if you come across anything while you are thinking, maybe bring it in. You have an acquisition budget, and I'm not afraid to use it. I have an acquisition budget, and I'm not afraid to use it. Nice. He slams the door button open. Think on it, Sleeper, and I'll see you soon. You step, blinking, back out into the passage, those flickering lights still in the back of your mind. Oh, this is so fun. So we're in Feng's Bay. I'm gonna go get those sisters. Immediately. Solheim game. Start. Let's get this. I have a 4-2, so I should be fine. +1's S7 access Solheim cipher. Nice. If I can get rid of this tracker, I can get rid of that. Yes. If you can get to the bottom of this mystery first, help Fang chase his leads. Okay. Ooh, we got nodes. Get rid of that. Solheim nodes, Solheim nodes, Solheim nodes. We got access. We don't have a 2, but we have a +1 that can make that into a 2? Oh. That's not how that works. But I can use a 3. Do one of these need a 3? Or a 1? Yes. Corrupted contractor lists from the early days of the system. Palladium Rush. Okay. That's a 1. Oh, is that also a node? No, that's a Havinger. I want more Solheims. That's a 4. So there are higher security ones. Solheim, there is. Okay, this one. This one. Bypass. Extract data. I got crypto. I get cryo for that too. Nice. Now we're in. We're hacking into the system, boys. I mean, I have a 4, so screw it, right? Ooh, or I could wait for a 2. There are options. That 4 could be useful right now. It's my highest roll, and I don't want to waste it. Ooh, the stuff is here. Buy some scrap? Most of this comes from the Starward Belt Scorotatras, but sometimes something valuable comes along. Ooh. Unload containers. Endure. See, enduring is useful more for exploring the ship, but being rich is also useful. So, buy some scrap. Start. Random scrap item. Scrap allowance. Ship mine fragment. could be reassembled with the right tools and a few more fragments. I found a ship mine fragment. Yo, it's actually useful. Scrap allowance. The big stuff goes to the shipyard. The valuable stuff to the market. Yeah, see, you get big things from that, but you get valuable stuff from the market. They'll let you buy a few crates, but not much more. Okay. So, you can do so much, and only so much. The ambergris. Is it repairing automatically? Yes, it is. That is exactly what I was hoping for. I could also try to help engineer it. There's a high chance, so risk it. Ship shape. Nice. I just want to push it along. Help her out. That way, hopefully, I can, get it fixed before I'm hunted down. That would suck. Hey, Feng, I got some cool shit! Yeah! I need more. Okay. Nice, I have data and items. Haven't I have a 3, I could hack that. This is a keynote. I have a 3 that can hack this too. Debating what I need. I kind of want his help. Bypass. And this gives me money, because these are valuable. Oh, extract the data, yes. I need a 2 for this. A 5 is too valuable. Shipyard. I ain't got no more rolls. Alright, let's go to the fungal bay. She's got something to say. Nice. The first you see on entering in the glint of Toshiro's implants, like a cat's eye in the dark of the corridor, he nods you in and you arrive in Sabine's door. The entryway is still dark and you push through the sheeting into the surgery. I have it. Sabine stands with a case open. In front of them, a set of vials lined up inside and separated by foam inserts. They picked one up, rotating it in the warm light. I have no idea how Yagatan can trail off. We should treat this with caution. It looks authentic, but I have no idea if it really is what it appears to be. I don't care. I'm the test. That seems to be the case. Unfortunately, I'm not sure we have another choice. They gesture you towards the bed. Continue. The stabilizer works under a similar principle to an immunosuppressant in a transplant operation, in that it stops your body from rejecting the unfamiliar parts of itself. If I have to, I can at least go get some drinks, maybe, if this takes like 50, but if it takes 60, I'm gone. In that, it stops your body from rejecting the unfamiliar parts of itself. I'll continue. In the case of your frame, the unfamiliar part is each of your biosynthetic organ groups, which over time are identified by your body as foreign materials and therefore must be eliminated. Oh, sheesh. Sabine holds up a vial of the would-be stabilizer. However, unlike an immunosuppressant, the stabilizer doesn't do this by limiting your entire immune system. Instead, it re-encodes your biosynthetic organs with new protein chains which act as passcodes within your immune system. The stabilizer refreshes those passcodes, keeping your frame from rejecting all of its organs. They put passwords on my organs. Which means the stabilizer should be able to encode your organic or biosynthetic material to be accepted by your immune system. Okay. They glance away. At least if the stabilizer is genuine, the only way to know for sure is to inject the vial. They begin readying the syringe. I will start with a small dose to limit the risk. How sure are you? I'm working with best guesses. Ah, great. But the case, the vial, it looks so authentic. The case it's in, it looks good. Does it smell right, too? God. Sabine cracks the glass neck of the stabilizer vial and uses a syringe to extract the fraction of the liquid. They tap the syringe. You watch it as if any sign might emerge from the clear liquid. Okay. Oh, you barely feel the needle. Your frame registering the initial injection, but with little response. The sensation begins to spread through the site. A fizzing, trembling wave that disperses through your arm with incredible speed. Your vision goes white. When it returns, Sabine appears encased in shards of sparkling light that slowly fade into darkness as you settle back against the bed. You swim in darkness. Muffled noises like an argument are heard from underwater, trickling waves of cold. When you sit back up, Sabine is sitting in a chair by the window, facing away from you, backlit by the glow of the slate. Awake? What the fuck happened? The stabilizer is genuine. They sit down beside the bed. I seem surprised by that. So, is it, or is that normal? I don't know how you had to acquire a case of this stuff, but they did. Sabine looks troubled, distracted. Continue. You should rest some more, but you are going to have to do that somewhere else. They gesture to the door. I have other patients. I'm sorry. Sabine nods towards the case. I'm afraid I can't offer you any more doses. You are going to need to pay for the next dose. Silence fills the room, and they return to their glowing slate, looking around the room. It seems different somehow, as if things had moved and shifted. You wonder how long you've been out. Sabine? Nothing comes free, sleeper. Remember that. I'm asking a different question. Managing to get to your feet and wander out into the alley. How long was I asleep? The queue stretches down the flickering corridor. Oh, no, I've been in here for hours. Toshiro stands impatiently by the door and fixes you with a glare as you leave. You lower your eyes as you stumble past, somehow faintly aware of the station spinning behind you. She was staring out at the street. She just wanted... Yeah, they wanted me out. I get it. The bright market. If only I could... oh well. The stall. I can also get into the lower end. I have the money. I'm stable! Yo, the stabilizer worked! It really did! Whoa! Okay, burn money, get more access, or food. I need food. Mwah. Yummy, yummy fungus. 45, so I don't got enough for that. But I do got enough for maybe a drink in order to get some information. Overlooker energy. I'm an overlooker regular. I get full. It's been a good day. The glass shatters on the steel bar beside you, and the taunts don't take long to follow. What? Hey, Haunt! A spacer calls across the room. What are you doing here? He laughs at a low, lame joke. Ah, playing human? I'm drunk, right? Shout back! Fuck you! You spin back off your stool, scrambling for words. A hand falls on your shoulder, but you flinch away. It pats reassuringly. You freeze in place. What? Tala? Ow. The voice comes from behind you. Spat out like a shout. Ah. You turn to see bright eyes, dark hair, a stare that could breach the wall and fit you all into hard vacuum. I love that. As you turn back to the spacer and the second glass comes sailing through the air. I wish I could check my stats right now. Catch it. Yeah. You reached up a hand and the glass shatters across your forearm, showering you in fragments. Continue. Through the haze of the glass and the gyrol vapor, you see Tala leap the bar and close the distance to the spacer. The thud as he slams into the wall echoes around the bar like thunder. See, that's why you try to block it. Now, flanked by other figures, quick to their feet, Tala throws the spacer out through the door and stands silhouetted against the rotunda's light. You touch your arm and it feels wet. Oh, nice, I have feeling sensors. Someone helps you to your feet and back into your stool. Broken glass rattles as it is cleared and a fresh measure of gyrol is glugged out in front of you. That some hand, warm, heavy, falls on your shoulder once more. He isn't coming back. We don't tolerate that shit around here. Tala flops onto the stool beside you. Let's go look at you. Tala wipes the powdered glass from around the wound and someone places a bottle of alcohol in a metal tin with tweezers on the bar. She disinfects them and then turns to you. If I had my drones, I need to get drones. I wonder if I can get drones to speed up the repairs, for one, and also just to follow me around. Maybe increase my interface. Yes, that's what I mean. Someone places a bottle of alcohol and a metal tin with tweezers on the bar. They're kind of like familiars, if you think about it. She disaffects them and then turns to you. Continue. That was an ambitious catch. She smiles, pulling a sliver of glass from your forearm. Stupid, but ambitious. You don't feel the pain, only the sting of status messages your body delivers. That's not good. Concerning dermal damage and exposed structure, you do feel the care, though, as Tala's bright eyes search your thick synthetic skin for splinters. That's good. My synthetic skin protected me enough. Watch. Tala works with the skill of someone who has done this a lot more than you'd think. It's a bar, probably a regular occurrence. She hones in on each bright shard, all the time tapping the tweezer tips and little rhythms that only she can follow. What do you mean? Like little flick it out, pinch it and pull it out, flick it off? Tell us, like she's probably got a little beat to it. So you've been on the eye long? Just arrived. I thought so. I've only seen you here a couple times. Yeah, 3. A splinter clinks to the tin. Not everyone is like that, idiot. We don't all hate you. She glances around. Some of the regulars, maybe. Maybe they fear you. Maybe they're just curious. I don't know. But I do know that the Overlook is a safe place. I know that it is like I know what it is like to be new in this place. Trust me. She meets your eye. I'm not trying to convince you or anything, or separate you from your chits. I just want you to know that if you need somewhere, you can always come here. I know the rations we've got aren't much, and the company is. She leans in. limited. But if you need work, I'll happily put you behind the bar. If you need shelter, well, we can discuss that. A house that's not a fucking crate! You'll be safe. I usually have Francis on the door, but... do I have Dina? I usually have Francis on the door, but he's up in the Greenway this cycle, haggling with our supplier. Francis tends to be particular about what we serve, even if the clientele isn't. She places her tweezers in the tin with a clink. That's you, sleeper. Here. She slides the glass of gyrol to you. This'll help. She stops, her hand still on the glass. Wait, does this help? I mean, can you get drunk? Let's find out. I've been drinking for a couple days to try and find out. My body seems to handle it fine. It fuels me even. Just don't sit here too long. I'd hate to see you become a real regular. She walks back around the bar, gathering the glasses as she does, and before long is retelling how she threw that spacer out to a new group that just wandered in, complete with the dramatic actions. That's nice. She gestures in your direction, and you instinctively look away, back to the worn surface of the bar. Aww. You take a sip of the gyrol. The earthly fungal tones fill your sense. Fungus alcohol. Almost blocking your sight and sound. Like diving headfirst into a bog. You may not be able to get drunk, but this connection to something grown, something fermented, something old, feels good. Maybe it's just not strong enough. But I'm basically drinking it. This is water. Also, is there jobs here now? Buy rations or bar shift. I can either eat rations or work at the bar. And it's risky. And it's engagement. But that's cool. If I really want to work on that, I can. Yes! Do another one. I knew I had one. Perfect. Finally I had another one. Maybe if I exit. No, I don't. Yeah, I only have his factions stuff. Anyways, to bed we go. Soon I might be able to get rid of that track. Get a better home. Start getting more money. I have more dice now. Alright. We're doing good. We're improving. I need to get money for him. I want to see how much hers pays. And it might be risky, but if you got a 60, you might as well get to it. See what happens. 15 cryo. Oh, I don't think that's too much better than interfacing with that. But I do have 75 now. I have the option to either buy some more scrap. How long will this be here? 2 more cycles, so whilst I got money, I should spend money, right? How do I... Might as well also do this. Because it's better for this. Good. And then I need one more here. I could burn one of these hacks, or I could use them to hack. And that'll be way more useful for me. Keynote. Don't need it. I need one of these soul times, right? Yes, 2 will do. Bypass. Extract the data. Come to me, Solheim. You're mine. Alright. I think I can do this really quick. This has another 2. All of this could be valuable. I know it. Run! Turn away and glide back into the cloud. Threads of data are running past. Another glimmering catches your eyes. Closer now, the rotating orb. Whoa, stars and shit. Weathering its tentacles, it flickers, jumps once, twice, and then it's here. Hunter is already on me. Dang, it's fast. Entity submit to inquiry. Hunter reaches for you in its unpleasant, familiar way. It's waving threads, creating a cage. Fuck you. I want out. You push against the threads as they close in, becoming frenzied as you push them aside. No, I'm gonna resist this time. Damn it, I'm stronger. You are caught up by whipping tendrils and feel them pulling you away from the anchor of your body. No, they are taking my data. You push through, clearing the threads. Entity holds for processing. Come to the screen from behind, but you are already gliding away. Fuck. Back to your anchor, your body. Fuck. Oh, shit. I barely fucking escaped. Okay. I'm not hacking that last bit. Hey, buddy. I got it. I helped you. You give me some money. Nice. Fang! As you enter the bay, Fang is nowhere to be seen. The bank of servers and machines blink out of darkened staccato rhythms, unseeing eyes in the station's digital ghosts. Shitheads! Fang's voice echoes from behind, a stack followed by the hammer of a fist on the metal casing. These snaky shitheads. Who's snaky? Sleeper! Fang's smiling head pops up from behind the stack. Just the emulated consciousness I have been eager to see. Come back here. You pick your way between the thumbing stacks, trying not to trip the loose bundles of cables that blanket the dark floor. Fang is sat in the back of a set of monitors mounted to a stack. Tell me, Sleeper, what do you see here? Fang waves at a monitor to his side, glowing with pale lists of information. You lean in closer, looking for the links in the data. The tables seem to be filled with personal information, names, genders, dates, IDs, all the marks of institutional records. And shitheads? Maybe not all of them, but what kind of shitheads? Probably Solheim employees. Bingo! He taps at the terminal. I pulled these from the old data you brought in, all employed by the Eye's original owners, and he leans past you and scrolls the list out. This one is a snaky shithead. He stabs at the screen with his finger. The name reads Hardenhurst. Who's Harden? That, says Fang, giving you a sideway look, is the thing. He drags a stool out beside him and motions for you to sit. There's just so happens to be Hardenhurst, a Havenger. Oh, a Havenage. He waits for your reaction. A Havenage? That's it. He's right here on the station right now. Fang leans back in his chair. Just think about it. Decades ago, Harden worked with this station as a senior strategic operations executive? Fang raises an eyebrow at you. And as he leans in close. Our Harden was keeping the money coming in for Solheim. He defined priority growth initiatives by making sure the extractors they contracted out were hooked into a system that outsourced all the risk and kept the profit. Wow. Good old Hardin shuttled thousands of palladium rush workers into an infrastructure that means that their cut of the work they did went straight into Solheim. What? I grew up here, Sleeper. This is my history. I am a child of this collapse. Fang turned back to his screen, staring hard at the strings of code flickering by. Before I was born, my parents were Solheim contractors. They ate in Solheim canteens, worked on Solheim ships. They breathed Solheim airs and slept in Solheim beds. Fang's voice rising as he speaks, his hands fists on the terminal edge. And the work that paid for that existence, the cycles of hard extraction out in the belt, Solheim took their cut. This was a company town, so to speak, and my parents were just around in the long line of freelance contractors willing to risk their lives for a shot at anything other than poverty disposable. Jeez. This guy, stabbing at Hardin once again with his finger, strategized all that, did the sums, and then somehow, thousands and thousands of cycles later, is still going, still here, crawling in the walls like some shithead snake. He survived the revolution. Surely can't be him. He relaxes a little. Who knows? He turns to you and smiles. We are gonna find out. Oh, is it the hunter? No, it can't be the hunter. No way. Hardin is now a big shot in the shipyards, just a few degrees back around the eye from here. Fang brings out up a map of the lower eye. Continue. Havenage might be born out of Erlin's revolutionary zeal, but a flat hierarchy it is not. Hardin happens to float on to the top. Fang zooms in at the Varyards. Fang grimaces. The thing is, I don't have access to those systems. The shipyard crew is pretty paranoid, and they don't like anyone from systems digging around in their stuff. Plus, we need more than just a name of a Solheim executive. We need proof. Fang holds up a thumbnail-sized drive. That's where this little creation of mine comes in. I call it a ripper worm. Ooh, cool hacker worm hard drive thingy. Sounds like it turns the drive between his fingers. He turns the drive between his fingers. It'll rip through any digital storage and spit out a silken thread of filtered data. This one is set on the scent of Hardenhurst. He hands it over. Getting into the compound might be tricky. Fang puts a hand on your shoulder. But you, however, have a particular knack for remote access. Dang straight I do. Fang grins. If you access yourself a Havenger cipher from a Havenger agent, then sometimes carry them along their data. Caches, you can crack open the compound network and slot the worm through any open ports. You never even need to go near the shipyards. So, what do you say? Up for it? Sure. Oh, no, what's in it for me? I need something. Rooting out the corrupt snake's not enough. Find the information and I'll start work on the tracker of yours. Fang scratches at his chin. Anything the worm gets, it'll send back here to me. There's something wrong here, and I aim to get to the rotten core. You leave Fang, dinging through data, all among the wires and machines of the old station. As you walk out, you try to imagine the Eye as it once was, a vast machine running smooth and strong, directed by people like Hardin. A vast Solheim-built machine into which thousands poured from the surrogate systems, looking for new life. The hope of a better future engineered in the line someone else's pockets. It's an idea you are intimately familiar with. You think of Hardin, still alive, still part of this place, and wonder if the past is ever truly past. Alright. I'm gonna do one last thing in this cycle. I'm just gonna pay for this. No end access unlocked. Boom. The low end. The ramshackle. Play Talva, Intuition, and Engineering. And block maintenance. No one knows you here. You'll need to change that if you want access to the low end's residents and facilities. Alright. A lot of stuff. Ooh, the free spoke. See, this gets me passed through to the rest of this other stuff. Scale the spoke. Blistering the precise elevators and stairways, the spoke can be navigated from the outside, and climb requires bravery. Why would you climb the spoke? I don't know what the point of. Oh, there's a gap. Pay for passage. Okay, so there's a gap, so you have to pay for an elevator. Yes. Or well, a ferry. Sabine surgery. Yes. Also, how much is this? It's 100. Okay, I can save up for that though. I still have 47. Screw it. Let's get some scrap. Random scrap item. I got a second one. I need. Well, I need 3, right? Just buy it all, right? Give me that thing. Ooh, what's that? Filter capacitor sensors, useful salvage to the right person. Shipyard fragments. Tools and a few. I need the right tools. I have scrap components. I have shipyard fragments. Okay, I am running low on stuff now. Unlock the mag lock. Oh yes, I have this now. Start. How much data do I have? I have enough for this. Unsealed the dock. Okay. 2 mag locks sealed the entryway from this dock. It doesn't look like anyone has been inside for years. You slip inside the sealed dock. A pulsing light grabs your attention. Among the discarded tubing, the rusted plates, a machine flickers with a warm glow. Approach the machine. Look around. What is this? It's covered in recognizing the machine's blocky shape, settled in the alcoves to the side of the dock. It looks like a vending machine with advertisements all over it. Upright cabinet is covered in faded logos and messages from which you assume it was once an industrial vendor, intended to dispense manufactured ship fittings and other mechanical parts necessary for the regular runnings of the freight and resource extraction vessels. That's silly as shit. The manufacturer is listed as Neovent, terrible person, and you remember an advent from long ago, squeezed among all the off-world recruitment drives that assaulted every planet-born citizen, which chirpily sang that name over and over. You wipe a layer of dust from the cracked screen, thinking of those contractors squeezed by their own corporate employers to pay for every bit of minor maintenance on their rented ships. That's terrible. Enter your registration. Chirps the pre-recorded message. Press some keys. Reach keypad. First you sound servo motors starting up, and then it whispers and whining multiple tonal voices that emulated from the input. Okay. Entity. Speak with me. There's this wheel, almost like some strange mechanical swallowing or intake of breath before the machine speaks again. Oh, like a coil whine. or something. I have need of you, you have need of me. The squeal comes again, and then you see that it is a 3D printing apparatus in the upper part of the machine's resting. Oh, that's what that thing is. That's kind of cool. Resetting into place, so that each time the servo can be orchestrated to reduce that whirring, whining noise. Oh. You are in danger. I'm in danger. You are marked for deletion, entity, hacker, hunter tracks you. Yes. What? You remember the strange head, the figure, the threads closing in. Hunter? How do you know that? Hunter protocol. They taste your signature. The sudden whine sets your teeth on edge. You have seen them. This is the gift of an emulated mind. You close your eyes and the skeleton of the station starts to thrum. Emulated minds are adaptable, move where neurons cannot. The mechanisms reset, but emulations makes you target. Adaptable? Yes, you can move through networks, clouds, hardware, software, Neoven lines. But you cannot hide here. Hunter is there. The server juds the vendor machine casing as they reset. Hunter searches for me. Also, hide in this machine. You look at the ruined vending machine at an unusual hiding place for sure. Wait, is there another person hiding in this vending machine? Can counter Hunter, but need entity outside machine. The light flickers, need you. A screen attached to the vending machine with a swiveling arm comes to life. It displays a flickering map of the station, ghostly threaded. The cloud points along the rim glow in deep red. Hunter is always gathering too much data, must build nests, explains the Neovend. Masters are gone, but continues to hunt. Bring this data, raid its nest. Why can't you do it? Hunters will find me, then killer will come. The machine trembles with effort. I cannot leave machine. Connections must remain closed. Bring offerings, make self, Neoven says pointedly. Mutual needs means friends. They conclude, tired of the conversation. The whirring amplifies, and they suddenly drop. And it suddenly drops as mechanisms within the machine click back into place. The glow fades, and you are left stood in the dark of the sealed dock, that whirring voice ringing in your ear. That's terrible. I found so much stuff. I have like 3 days. I need Feng to figure that stuff out. Help Feng. I don't know how to get the 100 data. I need to get rid of this tracker first. Yeah. What else can I do? I have a key, a ripper worm. Yes, I have this ripper worm. I need to take this ripper worm to... Wait, do I do it? I really want to rest, but like if I have to do this, I have to finish it quickly so that he can Heavenger port H33. Oh, they're like at a... Oh, right, he's a Heavenger worker, so... It should be... Oh, the Hunter's Nest. Haven't trade. Hunter's Nests. Yet again, agent. There's so much stuff. Shipyard. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to help around the shipyard. Oh gosh. So I need to rest. I hate this. Okay. We'll see what happens in the next episode, everybody. But I believe I'll be ending it there. I hope you all enjoyed it, and it saved 13 seconds ago. So I'll be seeing you all tomorrow in Citizen Sleeper. This is really cool. It's so mysterious and it's so intense. I'm like on the edge of being hunted. I need to get rid of this tracker now. Quit to menu. It should be fine. All right. And they're gonna make. I'm also playing this because they're gonna make a second game, and I want to play that too. But I hope you all enjoyed that, and I hope you all have a good supper or lunch, and are all well fed and hydrated, and having a wonderful day. I'll be seeing you all, and you'll all be seeing me later. But later, like and subscribe and follow if you want to keep track.